The latest on the hijacked bus, today at 4 on 7.
Would you like to order now, Mr. Eckert?
No, not right now, Fred. I'm waiting for Miss Barrett, but I will have some coffee.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I'm late. My alarm didn't go off. I hope this isn't the way the rest of my day goes.
We were about to order without you, weren't we, Fred? Do you want some breakfast?
Yes, I do. And you know what? Could you make this orange spice tea for me and bring me some toast, lightly buttered?
Okay.
That's breakfast for her, Fred. I'll have eggs Benedict, heavy on the butter, and a couple of side orders of hash browns.
Very good.
Pretty heavy breakfast for a guy who's going to be back here in a couple hours for a lunch meeting.
What are you, the nutritional police? I'm a growing boy. I can handle it.
Yeah, growing exactly. Which way was that? Speaking of your lunch meeting, do you think you'll be able to handle Edward and Ned Quartermain all by your little lonesome?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means I'd really like to be here for that. There's a lot at stake.
Yes, there is a lot at stake, and you know why I'm doing it alone. You were there when I set up the meeting. But if it makes you more comfortable, I'll be happy to go through in excruciating detail exactly why I think I should do this without you and Paul present.
Oh, goody.
Our luncheon appointment is set for what time?
Noon at the Port Charles Grill. I wonder what Bill Eckert's approach will be today.
Direct and to the point, I should imagine.
You don't think he called this lunch to point fingers, do you?
Well, he and his partner have suffered severe losses at 2 out of 7 canneries. I'd certainly look for some finger-pointing.
Well, with losses like that, you'd think he'd be a little more nervous than angry.
I've told you before, Bill Eckert is a street fighter. Street fighters don't get nervous. They get even.
You have all your transfer papers?
Yes, Dad. We went over them last night, remember? I don't know who's more nervous about this, him or me.
Registration in a new school is important, Jason. Transfer students don't often get the classes they want.
One need.
Well, thank you for your concern, but I'm on top of it.
Which is more than I can say for your brother. Which, oh my gosh, we're supposed to be in court in half an hour.
I'll go shake his cage.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hope to God we don't get a judge who's a bleeding heart liberal. Our son sure needs a lesson.
It's about time you'll be late for court.
Oh, chill out, okay? I got plenty of time.
You better hope so. You know, you get there a little late, the judge just might make you stay for a long time.
Yeah, very funny. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Okay, guys, let's go. The clock's ticking.
Hey, you think they're gonna let me, plead my own case?
Talk about a fool for a client.
Come on, boys, let's go.
General Hospital, brought to you by new Ultra Dash. Cleans a mess for less.
That's me. Me again. Bullseye. Guess you could say I'm a magnet for stains. And each one meant money down the drain. Until I discovered new Ultra Dash.
New Ultra Dash packs an extra stain-fighting ingredient that can power out some of the toughest stains. But it doesn't cost a fortune.
Maybe I ought to tell them about Dash.
New Ultra Dash. It cleans a mess for less.
Over 20% of the population can have trouble eating this, or even this, because we can't easily digest dairy foods. What we can't have, we always want, which is why there's Lactaid. Only Lactaid comes in milk and in caplets to help us digest any dairy foods. And it's natural.
So now there's only one thing left to do.
Only Lactaid gives you so many ways to enjoy dairy foods.
Let me guess. A cold, Mr. Swain? The doctor will see you shortly. This is one rough season, but I'm ready. With Advil Cold and Sinus. It's from the makers of Advil, and it's tough on colds, like Advil is on pain. Works on congestion, fever, sore throat pain. It's going to be a long season.
Advil Cold and Sinus. Advanced formula for the cold season.
In Killarney, legend says take a deep breath after it rains and that fresh, clean feeling will last the rest of your journey. There's a bit of this in every bar of Irish Spring. Ah, the lost and fresh scent of Irish Spring. The Irish never quit.
Listen, the same night, my mom's making chicken and stovetop. Beth Turner invites me, and she's having stovetop with the celery and onions. So we always eat at 6.
Yeah.
So I asked Beth to make it at 8.
You can never get enough stovetop stuffing.
They're counting on this divide and conquer routine. It's definitely what they've got in mind. Why do you think Ned's always schmoozing you up in front of me? Why do you think that he's always talking to us and leaving Paul out of the loop, and we should get together with Paul and discuss with him? He's probably, Ned, I mean, is probably using Paul against us in some fashion on his side, too.
Okay, but I'm not having any problem understanding their strategy. It's your loops that I'm having trouble jumping through. I don't understand why you're going to this meeting alone, making it look like they've succeeded in driving a wedge between us.
No, I'm not playing it into their hands, if that's what you think. The reason I'm doing it alone is because I want them to know that these little problems, they haven't stopped us. They're not dominating all of our time and our attention. I want them to know that we have other things on the agenda. Eggs Benedict are great. You should really try them.
So far, I can't say that I disagree with your thinking.
Oh, really? You want to order some? Fred?
I mean your business strategy. Don't listen to him.
Oh.
If, in fact, Edward Quartermain and his grandson are behind these cannery problems, then it might not be a bad idea to let them think that they haven't slowed us down.
Exactly. Exactly, and I'm sure that they are behind them.
No, but that's a big if. I can't see Edward Quartermain risking his own profits to sabotage our joint venture. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
It makes a world of sense when you realize how hot they are to get a hold of our ELQ stock. 36% is a nice big chunk, Miss Barrett. And if you're Edward Quartermain and used to being the captain of the whole Navy, then you and I become a real glitch in his cardiograph.
But sabotage?
I'd do it.
Good point.
It's not a bad plan, really. If we keep taking hits like we took in Galveston and in Seattle, sooner or later we're going to need a lot of cash.
And they think we're going to raise it by putting up our ELQ stock and they can nab it.
Exactly. Funny how things go around, isn't it? It wasn't that long ago that they owned this cannery and they were losing a lot of money.
Until my father snatched it up and we turned it around.
And then Ned frothed at the mouth when Paul bought all those other canneries without board approval.
But as soon as we moved to take him over with Paul...
That's right. That's right. Then they wanted 51% of our venture.
Exactly.
I mean, I love these people. They're so greedy. They won't walk away from the chance of making even the slightest profit.
Can't hold that against them.
No, you can't. And Ned's hungry. He wants to show his bone to the old man. He wants to show him his stuff. I understand that.
Maybe Grandpa Quartermain doesn't even know about this.
No. Don't kid yourself. Edward Quartermain knows every move Ned makes.
If that's true, they're a good, scary combination.
Yeah. And I know that if we don't stop them now, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
The tainted fish in Galveston's going to cost them between $75,000 to $80,000. The computer foul-up in Seattle, well, they're still paying out on that one, but I would say it's probably in the $75,000 range.
That's $150,000 in 2 weeks for 2 canneries. That's substantial.
And I have plans in the works for the other canneries as well.
Ned, I don't need to tell you there's need for utmost discretion in this. Now, you understand that, don't you?
Of course I understand.
As much as I want those stocks, I don't want a scandal along with it.
Grandfather, don't worry. I guarantee you there is no way they're going to be able to trace it back to us. I've set up a very elaborate buffer zone. By the way, how much did grandmother know about your business dealings before you were married?
Well, I'm not sure that the comparison applies in this day and age. But I'll tell you this. Your grandmother's business acumen more than matches her sweet nature. And I'm sure the same thing is true of Jenny. So what time is it anyway?
It's a little after 9. Why?
I was just thinking while we're sitting here discussing unlawful indiscretions. Your cousin is about to meet the full wrath of the law.
Mr. Quartermain, looking at your record here, I'm greatly disturbed. This is your second drunk driving offense in less than a year.
Well, Your Honor, I can explain that first.
Young man, you were given ample opportunity to plead that case, and you were found guilty. Now, you've managed to duplicate that feat here, I'm afraid.
Well, in the first one...
AJ, just be quiet and listen, all right?
Thank you, Dr. Quartermain. Hey, that's good advice, I might add, because you're in serious trouble here, AJ. Teenage drunk driving impacts the lives of too many innocent victims in this country, and it has to stop. We'll try and begin with you.
Your Honor, my son needs a second chance. Another chance.
Mom, give me a break.
Well, your support of your son's admirable, Dr. Quartermain, but is it justified? I see before me a potential chronic offender, and I'm greatly afraid that no one in this room is able to alter that course.
But, Your Honor, you can't just give up on him. I mean, he's still very young.
No, I didn't say I was going to give up on him, Dr. Quartermain. The question is, has he given up on himself? Now, have you, young man?
I don't know if I understand the question, Your Honor.
I am asking if I'm seeing a pattern of self-destruction here.
No, sir. I don't think so. I mean, I hope not. Your Honor, I've made some mistakes, but like my mother said, I'm still young.
You'll forgive me if I don't accept that defense. All adolescents are young, but not all adolescents are brought before my court on drunk driving charges. I mean, you have to stop this flim-flamming, start accepting responsibility for your actions. Now, are you prepared to do that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Because your ability to prove that is going to dictate your future with this court. Now, I'm going to set a series of conditions, and I'm going to give you 3 months in which to meet them.
Yes, sir.
Now, if at the end of that time frame you have successfully complied with all of them, then I will consider this case closed, and I will have your records sealed.
I appreciate that, Your Honor.
You haven't heard the conditions yet. All right, number 1, a $1,000 fine. Number 2, 100 hours of community service, and I will be personally monitoring that one. In addition, a minimum of 12 sessions of behavioral counseling with an approved therapist, and the suspension of your driver's license for the period of 1 year.
What, the suspension of my license for a year?
Why is it that one always gets their attention? Yes, it's a year, and that is contingent upon the other conditions being met on time. Now, you fail here, and you could be looking at permanent suspension in this state and the possibility of jail time. Now, do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
And very fair, Your Honor.
I want to get you off this path, AJ. I see too many young people standing where you are, and it is a sad waste of a precious commodity. Now, help me turn the tide. Use this experience as a signpost. Contribute to the world around you. Now, hard as I know it is to accept at your age, I assure you, life is not here just to be taken. Next case.
That's a pretty good...
A moment, a conversation. It shouldn't feel any different when you're talking long distance. We think you should be able to call anyone, anywhere, anytime, and still save money. That's why we invented the new AT&T Any Hour Saver plan. We don't think you should have to make lists or watch clocks. $10 for an hour of calls anytime. Then bonus prices of just 11 cents a minute, after 5 and on weekends. Because how you talk is your business. Making it more affordable is ours.
You want everything that touches your baby to be gentle, like his first friend and his first formula. We chose Carnation Good Start. It's different from other leading formulas. Good Start's protein is specially processed into smaller pieces to make it gentle, easily digestible. No formula is more nutritious. Remember, breast milk is best, but Good Start formula is made to be gentle. Gentle for you. Carnation Good Start. It's made to be gentle.
When I get a sinus headache, the whole house feels it. I feel so bad seeing my mom suffer like that.
The pain, the pressure, it's hard to describe.
She's just not herself.
Tylenol Sinus understands. That's why Tylenol Sinus gel caps have 2 maximum strength ingredients in easy-to-swallow gel cap form to relieve the pressure and the pain.
It stops the pain so I could be me again.
Tylenol Sinus, the strength you need from the name you trust.
Even though you're watching your cholesterol, you can still bring out the best. Best Foods cholesterol free.
Bring out the smiles. Bring out the oohs. Bring out the rave reviews. Bring out the yays. Bring out the praise for the one best mayonnaise. Bring out the best foods and bring out the best.
Great taste, no cholesterol. Best Foods cholesterol free.
Thursday.
Anybody home?
Some politicians will do anything to get elected.
It just has me precisely put.
Peter Falk in Colombo, Agenda for Murder, Thursday at 8, 7 Central.
Mary's a single mom with a new roommate.
I gotta live.
And the rules are simple.
No smoking, no drinking. And as you know, we're in the middle of a water shortage.
Come on, I have to drink something.
Billy premieres tomorrow after Baby Talk.
Sean, hi. You two always start your work day at 11 a.m.? Huh?
Hey, business meeting. I've been up since 6:30.
Ah. 6:30. You said your alarm didn't go off.
Did I say 6:30? I meant 8. So tell me, is there any word on Anna?
Actually, that's why I'm here.
You haven't found her yet.
No, I'm afraid the news isn't that good. In fact, it's not too good at all. It seems that Faison is behind Anna's disappearance.
That's what Robert said.
Yeah. Look, I can't go into too many details. I just wanted to drop by and warn you, too, what you might be up against.
I don't see what this has to do with us.
It seems that the kidnapping of Anna is only part of Faison's plan.
You mean he didn't get enough from this town on the last time around?
No, he didn't. He's come to this town twice. He's lost twice. Now he wants revenge.
Well, now, Sean, are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? I mean, I know it's Faison, but who can fathom the mind of a twisted dick?
Bill, don't underestimate this guy. He's taken Anna. Now he's leading Robert around by his nose, taunting him with false leads.
Well, so what would he want with us? You mean just because of the cartel?
You were one of the reasons we were able to bring them down.
Yeah, I was, but she had nothing to do with it, so why...
She's important to you, as Anna is important to Robert.
I can take care of myself, Sean, thanks.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what Anna thought, too, Julia. And she's a trained agent. You're not. You're even more at risk. And Bill betrayed the cartel by not killing Robert. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get into that.
That's all right, Sean. I know you didn't. If you'll excuse me.
That was dumb, wasn't it? I didn't realize her pain is still so close to the surface.
Neither did I.
Yeah, well, look, I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Thanks for the warning.
Yeah.
Good. I want you to start Mrs. Guidon on her medication. I want 0 salt in her diet.
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
I'm fine. I have a little indigestion. And I do not want to hear any rumors in this hospital that I am dying from some rare intestinal disease.
Who would do something like that?
Amy?
Alan?
Hi, Steve.
I've been looking for your wife. She in yet?
She has an appointment.
Oh, yes, in court. Oh, I'm sorry. Monica mentioned it to Audrey, and wives do tell husbands certain things.
He's driving us crazy. We have given him every chance. He's driving us nuts.
And it's taking its toll, isn't it?
It'll pass.
Or it could get worse. You, of all people, should know that you can't fool around with an ulcer.
You know any doctors that don't have one?
Well, you're looking at one. That's only because I take good care of myself. I have this obligation to this hospital, to the patients.
You make my ulcer sound like it's unpatriotic, Steve.
I'm serious about this, Alan. Your children are important, yes, but it won't do them any good. Or yourself if you let this thing get out of hand. Why don't you and Monica hop a plane and go off somewhere? To Hawaii or the Caribbean and relax.
Have you seen my patient load lately?
We'll take care of that. Don't worry about it.
I'll think about it.
Steve, just the man I wanted to see.
I'm always available to you.
How are you, Alan?
Well, I'm much better since I just spoke to my new travel guide.
I've been trying to convince him to take some time off. Now, what did you want to see me about, Henry?
I just got a call from the probation department.
Uh-huh. They want us to take over another community service fund.
Mm-hmm. It's a nonviolent 100 hours.
Well, we can use the help as long as they guarantee the supervision.
I thought you'd say that, so that's what I told them.
Am I that predictable?
No, simply a wise decision made by a very wise man.
You would have done very well in the diplomatic corps instead of medicine.
Yes, I would have been good at that, too.
That's something, Alan. You sure would have. Now, you give some thought to what I said, will you? A weekend alone would do a lot of good.
I'll think about
it. Good, do that.
We're offering a $1,000 reward to anyone apprehending a box of Raisin Nut brand cereal containing wimpy regular raisins posing as Raisin Nuts. Yes, somehow puny ordinary raisins have passed themselves off as Raisin Nuts and gotten into 100 boxes of Raisin Nut brand. They're out there and they're easy to spot because they're nothing like the plump, juicy raisins you'd expect in Raisin Nut brand cereal. Find a box containing these imposter raisins plus a winning certificate and claim your $1,000 reward.
Ooh, let's get out of here. Come on, baby.
Start looking today.
I'm toning up. I'm toning up from my head to my toe. I'm toning up. I'm toning up. Now my skin's gonna glow.
New Tone with cocoa butter is specially formulated to rinse clean.
I'm toning up.
Tone up with new clean rinsing Tone.
If all dogs were just puppies, all we'd make is puppy chow with extra protein and iron. Because puppies need up to twice the nutrition of adult dogs. But dogs are different. That's why we make puppy chow, dog chow, fit and trim, and Purina High Pro. Vet tested, veterinarian recommended.
The number 2 pine leaves grease half solved. You want it pine solved. Pine Sol has twice the active ingredients, so grease is solved.
Pine Sol.
For cleaning and disinfecting, it's only half solved until it's pine solved.
Oh, it's sore, tender from having to blow it so often.
They need Puffs Plus, the first tissue that's first aid for a sore nose.
It's got something in it, something soothing in there.
Lotion? Yeah, lotion. It's really light, silky. It was just the right amount.
Puffs Plus is the only tissue with moisturizing lotion with aloe, so it's less irritating to a sore nose than any other tissue.
My nose feels great.
It is so soothing. I mean, it's amazing.
Puffs Plus with aloe. It's got the lotion it takes to be better.
My nose feels better. Yes, it does.
He really took me by surprise. A cowboy in the newspaper business?
Well, I don't think she particularly wants to know me.
She was tough as nails, but there was something about her.
Just the sight of you drives me crazy.
I had no time for romance, but he wouldn't give up.
Will you marry me?
So what do you do when you meet a woman more stubborn than you are?
In our marriage, there are always new surprises.
Let life surprise you. One life to live. A week of memories all next week.
Oh, good morning, gentlemen. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, no problem.
Nothing of it.
How you doing, Bill?
Pretty good.
Hope you're hungry.
Always hungry. I'm insatiable. You look well?
I try. Something to drink, gentlemen.
Club soda with lime, please.
Mineral water for me, please.
Bringing up the rear, a very dry martini. Straight up, Fred.
Right away, Mr. Quartermain. So tell me, how's your charming mother, my future mother-in-law?
She's good. She's good. I think she's in Paris, designer convention or something.
Paris? Mm-hmm. It's amazing how her lifestyle has just changed.
Well, it's America, Ned. Everyone deserves a fresh start.
You're a lucky man, Ned. You're getting a beautiful woman for a wife and a fantastic mother-in-law.
Luck is not the correct word, Mr. Quartermain. He's more than lucky.
Thank you, Fred. You know what? We'll order in just a few minutes.
Yes, sir. Well, I hope you don't mind. I know you ordered this lunch, but I always enjoy relaxing a bit over a business meeting.
Sure, I have all the time in the world.
I'd like to propose a toast. To the beautiful women in our lives, may their beauty grace us always. Speaking of beautiful women, where's your partner?
Miss Barrett is with Paul. They're looking at a piece of property we're thinking of acquiring.
Really? So you're in the acquisition mode.
We're always looking, always.
Well, we were wondering, Bill, why you called this meeting. I know it's a little early for a profit statement.
Well, it's never too early for a trouble report.
Trouble?
We have had some problems at a couple of the canneries.
Really? Serious problems?
Nothing we can't handle. But I wanted you to hear it from me before you heard it from some other source.
That sounds ominous.
Well, first order of business, lunch. Let's order, and then you can tell us all about these problems that you're experiencing.
Shall we order? That's an excellent idea. Can't solve problems on an empty stomach.
But, Mom...
AJ, please. I don't want to hear another word about your license being suspended. My stomach is already upset. You know what you should be worried about is how you're going to pay your father and me back that $1,000 fine.
Well, there's not much chance of doing that without wheels.
Well, you're just going to have to work that out, aren't you? Hi, Amy. Have you seen my husband?
Yeah, he's over in the lounge. Monica, I don't think he's feeling very well.
Alan? Amy says you're not feeling well. What's the matter?
What, is she a doctor now? I've got a little bit of indigestion. How did it go in court?
Well, they're not going to throw me in jail.
I don't know if that pleases me or not. They didn't whitewash the situation, did they?
Whitewash? I have a $1,000 fine, 100 hours of community service. I have to go to therapy, and I have a suspended driver's license for a year. Maybe it would have been easier if they'd have thrown me in jail.
The judge was fair. He was tough-minded. He gave AJ 3 months to fulfill the conditions.
Yeah, well, I don't know how I'm going to do all that stuff without a car.
Oh.
AJ, let me tell you something. You are very, very lucky that you're not in prison. You lost the privilege to drive. It is a privilege. You lost it. You're going to have to earn it back.
Yes, sir.
And maybe this is a good time to talk to Dr. Hardy about the community service part.
No way is he going to let me back in here.
Well, it won't hurt to ask. At least you'll be sincere that you're trying to get back on track.
And now, if I could change the subject for a second, how'd it go with Jason?
Great, no problem. Got all the classes he wanted.
Well, it's great to see one son a shining example, isn't it?
I don't need your sarcasm, all right?
Monica, excuse me. I forgot to tell you. David Langton's daughter arrived a little bit ago.
His daughter?
Yeah, I think that she's in the room with him right now.
Oh, well, I better go see her. Excuse me.
Nurse Bonet, please call radiology. Nurse Bonet, please call radiology.
Are you sure you're okay, Dad?
No, I'm not okay, AJ. And you could help me a great deal by getting your act together, okay?
I'm going to try, Dad. I really am going to try.
Okay. And I'll talk to Tom Hardy about counseling sessions for you.
That's great. I wish you'd talk to his father about getting me back in here to do my community service.
No. That's your responsibility.
Miss Langton?
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Quartermain, Monica Quartermain. I'm the attending physician for your father.
Your name is Monica?
Yeah.
So is mine.
Really?
But everybody calls me Nikki. My father gave me that name when I was little. How is he? I mean, how long do you think he'll be like that?
Well, it's hard to say, but I want to assure you that we are doing everything possible for him.
He's the only family I've left now.
Oh, I see.
My mother died just a few months ago, and I don't have any brothers or sisters.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It was rather sudden. He looks so frail, so vulnerable.
Well, he's been through quite an ordeal.
I'm used to seeing him strong, in charge, on the move. He's quite a man, you know. Genius-level intelligence. One of the foremost humanitarians of our time. Selfless, you know. Always anxious to help the downtrodden. Even his family had to accept that his causes always came first. We didn't mind. We know what he did is very important.
What we can do is just pray that he'll be able to do that again.
I'm here now, Daddy. Nikki is here.
What do you get when you cross an ocean spray cranberry with a strawberry?
Bow, 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 hoodoo, hicka, bow, bow, bow. Sweet tart. Hoodoo, hicka, bow, 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 bow.
Ocean spray cran drinks. It's amazing what a little cran can do for strawberries.
You're right. Starting them off with hot Quaker oatmeal is the right thing to do.
It's the right thing for you, too, you know. You can stand the warming and the nourishment.
Instant Quaker oatmeal.
It's the right thing to do.
Cheddar makes it taste better, right, Billy?
Hey, you missed the spot.
Nothing tastes better than hot cheddar on vegetables, huh, Billy?
More cheese, right
Huh,
there.
the taste of cheddar makes darn near anything better. Isn't that right, Bill?
It's great.
Thought so. Cheddar makes it taste better.
When you're all stuffed up and use an ordinary nasal spray, it drips into your tissue where it can't help you breathe. But not Sinex Ultrafine Mist. Its medicine stays where you need it, so you can breathe the way you want to. We don't drip down, we clear up.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.
Can you tell your mom everything?
There's nothing you can't tell me.
Tracy Gold in the after-school special, A Question About Sex, Thursday.
What is it about that question?
Today at 4, a hijacked bus is chased through the Inland Empire, and the driver ends up dead. We'll have a live report as police try to piece together this bizarre tale. And we'll hear from a friend who spoke with the hijacker just before this deadly chase began. Plus, it may be the Super Bowl of soaps when the Raiderettes meet the hunks of General Hospital. We'll have all the details at 4. Then at 5, what was that mystery joke? It wasn't an earthquake or a sonic boom, so what was it? We'll tell you what one theory is. Today at 5, only on Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
They look like them, they taste like them, but they don't move like them.
New Lifesavers Gummy Savers Candy, made with real fruit for grapefruit taste, because some of us move to a different beat.
Arms is cooking up a great new breakfast special. Bacon and eggs with hash browns, toast, and jelly. Just $1.99 for a limited time, weekdays at all Norm's restaurants.
Joanne and Shamina reports Drug Busters, Wednesday at 4 on 7.
So you say the Galveston cannery was the first one to experience problems?
An entire production cycle of tainted fish.
Huh. What I don't understand is how it got all the way to the canning process without being detected.
We're looking into that now.
Any theories?
Well, the most obvious one would be that the fish was tainted in the very last stage, just before the canning.
Too much heat in the pre-canning stage?
Something like that, yes, Ned. As I said, we're looking into it.
And in Seattle?
Seattle was a different story. It was a computer malfunction. We don't know if it was in the software or the hardware, but there's some speculation that it was a virus. At any rate, it destroyed our distribution operation for a small amount of time.
It's terrible. Have these problems been corrected?
Oh, yes. They've been corrected, but the damage is done, and whatever or whoever is responsible, we'll get to the bottom of it, of course.
Whoever. Sounds like you think that these problems were deliberately created.
Well, I'm not eliminating that possibility. I think I'd be foolish if I were. But, as I said, we are completely prepared to weather this little squall.
Well, no one likes to lose money in business.
I don't intend to lose anything, Ned.
Well, is there anything we can do to help?
Well, not right now, but I thank you for the offer. Perhaps later on down the road, if we have any more problems, you and I will definitely talk again.
Well, we're here to do anything we can to help. You know, after all, your gain is our gain.
On behalf of my partners, I'd just like to go on the record here of saying that if at some point the two of you feel like you'd like to sell off a nice big chunk of ELQ stock, please do us the favor of giving us first refusal.
We won't be selling any stock.
Well, not at the present time, of course, but who knows what the future may bring, eh? Would you excuse me, gentlemen? Nature calls. Be right back.
Can you believe the arrogance?
The shrewdness. You know, you have to admire him. He's probably bluffing. But obviously, we haven't got the means to break him yet.
Well, I'm not through.
Nikki, are you going to be staying here in Port Charles?
Yes, for a while anyway, until my father's condition is resolved.
Do you have a place?
I checked into the Port Charles Hotel. It's not home, but it will do.
Well, if you need anything at all, please call on me.
There's something, actually.
What?
Oh, excuse me, am I interrupting?
No, that's all right. Nikki, this is Audrey Hardy, the head of our nursing staff. This
Hello.
is David's daughter, Nikki Langton.
Yes, I know. I just wanted to tell you how much I admire your father's work.
Thank you. We all do.
Yes, I just wish there were more people like him in the world.
Yes, I've heard that said many times. But now, he may never equal that challenge.
Oh, Miss Langton, don't even think that. I mean, the prayers of everyone in the hospital are with him right now, aren't they, Monica?
Oh,
Monica?
yes, I'm sorry, yes. Nikki, you were about to say something before Audrey came in.
I was just curious. You say he had heart surgery, is that right?
Well, yes, that was a result of the plane crash.
But he's in a coma. Doesn't a coma mean something wrong with the brain?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, it does.
Well, I guess I don't understand. I mean, was there a complication?
Yes, there was, and it was during the surgery.
Well, that often can happen, you know, but let me assure you that he is in the most capable hands. I mean, Dr. Quartermain is really one of our best.
Well, that's comforting.
Yes, and he has all that modern medicine can provide right at his disposal, besides the prayers and the good wishes of the entire staff.
Do you expect him to live?
Oh, Nikki, of course. I mean, his vital signs are good, and not only do we expect him to live, but we expect him to be as healthy as he was before.
Daddy would like you. He always admired strong women.
When my grandchildren come to visit, I always whip up my honey-glazed chicken wings. They say, they're awesome, Grandma. But they sure stick to my pan. That's why I use Palmolive, because it really takes off that sweet, sticky honey. And Palmolive softens hands while you do dishes. So, I spend time with my grandchildren, not cleaning up.
Palmolive, you cook, we'll clean.
I always have some commotion going on in my house. My boys at dinner time are acting crazy. They're running around the house, and I cannot afford to be chained to the stove. So we use this now, Golden Sauté. It's new. I can leave it on the stove. I can walk away from it, and Golden Sauté is still going to be perfect. Lipton has already sautéed the rice and vermicelli. Because it's already golden, the taste is always wonderful. Whoever invented this must have had kids.
Presenting Mighty Dogs. Pound for pound, these guys use up more energy than most dogs twice their size. That's why we make Mighty Dog. It has the perfect balance of nutrients to help them be their best. Mighty Dog. It does big things for little dogs.
Today, as you graduate from one diaper size to the next, it is fitting that you receive new Huggies Baby Steps from Baby Steps 1 that pulls away from a newborn's tender belly button. Each step is designed to fit better as you grow. Through Baby Steps 5 with its trim V-shape for active runners. And Better Fit helps stop leaks every step of the way. Congratulations, graduates. It's new Huggies Baby Steps for leakage protection in a class by itself.
Why is Episodes magazine must-reading for so many ABC soap viewers?
Only Episodes could give you the pictures, the articles, the in-depth look into these characters, how they are at home with their own families, their hobbies, what they like, even their favorite recipes. It's a great magazine. I love it.
To subscribe or renew, call 1-900-820-SOAP. The call costs only $4.
You couldn't ask for a better price.
Be on the inside this year with Episodes.
See, it looks like you just need to reduce the shift turnaround times. I think that's your problem.
Okay. Oh, excuse me, Julia. Do you have a second?
Of course, come on in. Just, look, give this a shot and get back to me on it, okay?
Okay,
Thanks a lot. Hi, Sean. If you're looking for William, he isn't back from lunch yet.
No, I didn't come by to see Bill. Actually, I came by to see you to apologize.
Oh,
I did a very foolish thing this morning.
It's all right.
No, I don't think it is. I know how sensitive a subject that is between you and Bill. I shouldn't have.
Don't even think about it, okay, Sean?
I have to. I'd like to say something about Bill. During the weeks right before the downfall of the cartel, I worked very closely with him. And after you work with someone that close for a while, you learn quite a bit about him.
Like what?
Like that he cares for you very much.
Thank you. I just learned quite a bit about you, Sean. You're quite a sensitive man. Okay, maybe you're right. I hate to admit it, but maybe I'm not as over my father as I thought I was.
Don't you think Bill knows that, too? I mean, Julia, a man was between a rock and a hard place. I mean, he's working with the police to try and bring down a very dangerous organization. And he finds out that the father of the woman he loves is an integral part of that organization.
Sean, but I just wish he would have confided in me.
Well, maybe he should have. I don't know. But look, I wasn't down on the docks with Bill and Robert when this all came down, but I have talked to Robert about him. From what he tells me, that Bill really didn't have a choice that night. Not at all. He had to make a split-second decision. He didn't have time to think about options or repercussions or anything.
Sean, I want you to know I really appreciate everything you're saying here. I appreciate your sensitivity, and I promise you I will try to look into this. You've shown me that maybe I haven't really dealt with it yet. Anyway.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, there's one more thing. The threat that I said Faison was, that's very real. So you be careful, huh?
I will. I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, just so you know, it does get better every day.
Okay. Then I won't say, time heals all wounds, huh?
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
I wonder if Alan's ulcer has anything to do with the Quartermain household. Tracy's pregnant, Ned's about to be married. It has to be frenzy.
Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but I think what's eating into Alan is...
Dr. Hardy, can I talk to you?
Well, I'm due at a board meeting.
It'll only take a minute.
I'll give you 2.
I have to supervise a new nurse's orientation. You're looking very well, A.J.
Nice to see you too, Mrs. Hardy.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
I understand you were in court today. How'd it go?
As well as could be expected. That's why I'm here to talk to you, Dr. Hardy. I know I've caused a lot of problems around here. I just want you to know that I've learned my lesson.
I'm glad to hear you say that. What you did to Dr. Simpson could have ruined his career, but good.
I know that, sir, and I've thought a lot about that. That's why I'm asking you to let me come back here and make amends.
Come back? Don't tell me the probation department called us about you this morning.
Well, I didn't know they already called, but yeah, I guess so. You see, the judge ordered me to do 100 hours of community service, and I was hoping that I could do it here.
And did you tell the judge that you were fired from here the last time you worked? Don't bother to answer. I know that. I know the answer to that one. You realize, of course, the judge would never have considered you working here had he known about the chaos you created.
Yes, sir, I know that. All I'm asking is for one more chance to prove myself.
A.J., that sounds like the speech you gave us the last time. And we gave you that chance. And what did you do? You threw it right back in our faces. And then to top things off, you get yourself arrested for drunk driving. And now you're saying to me that you want to prove yourself again?
Dr. Hardy, have you ever made one mistake in your life?
Plenty of them. And I'll probably make a lot more before my time is up. But the difference is, A.J., I learned from my mistakes. That doesn't seem to be the case with you, not yet anyway. I'm afraid I'll have to deny your request. I'm sorry.
Twice the power is a lot of power.
It's like having twice as many plumbers on the job.
Professional plumbers on professional strength liquid plumber.
The key is to give more power to the clog.
Yeah, all the other liquid drain openers dilute. They wimp out.
This stuff doesn't. It's more powerful. It cuts through water like a torpedo. So twice as much power attacks the hair clog and pow.
Goodbye, clog. Imagine if we were twice as powerful.
Yeah, we'd have to raise our rates.
Get twice the power to the clog. Get professional strength liquid plumber in the gray bottle.
Come on, Daddy.
No, you go ahead, honey. My throat really hurts.
Aw, honey, try this. It really works.
When your throat feels raw and scratchy, take Sucrets. Because only Sucrets has the medicine diclonine to soothe minor sore throat pain for long-lasting relief. Try Sucrets. It wraps your throat in soothing relief.
Much better.
Come on, Daddy, come on.
Hey, wait for me.
Sucrets wraps your throat in soothing relief.
The next time you and the family sit down to a healthy breakfast, consider where your sweetener comes from. Mine comes from
pure natural sugar, a sweetener only nature could make.
We got the best books in the library.
All right.
Picked up some books for Billy, too.
Great choices.
And then we went shopping.
Cindy, what's that?
Peanut butter. I mean, you spend all morning choosing the perfect children's books and then settle for that brand.
Hey, I grew up on this.
Try my Jif.
What's the difference?
Oh, smell yours.
Smells okay.
Now my Jif.
Smells more like...
Fresh roasted peanuts?
Yeah.
Now taste Jif.
Wow, Jif tastes more like fresh peanuts. Like right out of the roaster. We've got a new peanut butter. Right, Troy?
Hey, you just wrote the book on peanut butter.
Oh, clever.
For more fresh roasted peanut taste, choosy moms choose Jif.
It was a night to remember on All My Children.
Get out.
Until the unspeakable happened.
I know what you want.
You're wrong.
And you're gonna get it.
When dating becomes a crime on All My Children.
I survived.
Good. How I thought you might.
Thanks. They're smooth, I'll tell you. They are smooth, and if I were a betting man, I'd pony up the whole farm that they are the ones behind our cannery problems.
So you question them outright?
Oh, no. But they know I know.
And you think that'll stop it?
Don't know. Depends on how greedy they are. I think we better get Paul over here and run this past him, see what his ideas are.
Sounds like a plan.
And then we'll just sit back and wait for Ned to make a move.
Well, don't let your guard down. He's formidable.
I don't discount him. I don't discount the old man either.
Oh, neither do I. Edward's a sassy, savvy centenarian, though some say slightly senile.
Oh, he ain't senile, believe me. He's cold, he's cunning, he's crafty, he's crusty. He's a carnivore. Listen, what about this visit we had from Sean this morning?
Yeah, Sean came by and talked to me about that a little bit. I'm okay. I guess I just need to... I'm not really over this issue yet with my father. It's going to take me a little more time. That's all.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help.
Thank you. There really isn't. I guess I'm trying to move through the grieving process a little too fast, kind of stuffing a few things. But, you know, right now I really would like to just focus on the business at hand, okay?
Fine. As long as you're not stuffing your emotions again.
Let's just drop it, okay? Okay? I'm fine. I really have to get... if you don't need me for this Paul fill-in situation here, I'd like to go down to the packing room for a little while.
Julia. Nothing. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Oh, hello, Grandfather.
Oh, hello, Jason, my boy. What's all this?
Bureaucracy, even at a high school level. I mean, look, I got to fill out forms, questionnaires, more questionnaires. You know what one of my teachers told me? He said that we're all racing into the 21st century at 1,000 miles an hour, and none of us are wearing our seatbelts.
Well, that's quite a way to put it. What are you racing for? Do you know yet?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I'd like to be a doctor. A surgeon, actually.
Oh, you can follow your parents, huh?
Yeah. Well, I hope you're not disappointed, sir. I mean, in the way that I don't want to be a business tycoon or anything.
No, I'm not disappointed, Jason. In fact, I'd encourage your dream.
Good, thank you. Because coming from you, that really means a lot to me. Can I ask your advice about something?
Ask away.
Oh, it's nothing earth-shaking, but, you see, Ned has asked me to be his best man at the wedding.
Well, good for you. Quite an honor.
Yeah, but the only thing is, doesn't usually the best man give the groom, like, a bachelor party?
Fear not. I'll be your guide. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed your father's bachelor party.
Yeah, which one?
I meant what I said. If there's anything at all that you need, you will call.
Thank you.
Good.
But all I need is for my father to recover so we can get on with our lives.
Well, that is true, yes.
Hello there.
Oh, Alan, I'd like you to meet David Langton's daughter. This is Nikki Langton. This is my husband, Alan Quartermain.
How do you do, Nikki?
Doctor.
Yeah.
So is it good to be married to someone in the same profession?
Has its ups and downs.
No.
I'm very sorry about your father. I really do admire his work.
Well, the whole world seems to feel that way.
AJ, I want you to meet Nikki Langton. This is my son AJ. It's David Langton's daughter.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll see you guys at home.
I'm sorry, Nikki. AJ is usually a lot more friendlier than this.
That's cool. I have my moods, too.
Don't we all?
Well, thank you for everything. I suppose we'll be in touch.
I hope so.
It was nice meeting you.
It's a pleasure, Nikki.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I can't believe AJ, how rude he was.
I bet you Steve denied his request for community service.
Oh, right. So what do we do?
Go to Bermuda.
Excuse me?
Steve thinks I need a vacation. You want to come? I think it's a good idea.
Oh, my sweet, I would love to do that. You know that. I just have too many cases pending.
David Langton primarily?
Well, that's one, yes.
Did you notice something about Nikki, his daughter?
What about her?
Doesn't she have a kind of resemblance to Dawn?
For dinner.
It's cooking up for dinner tonight.
Tonight, in just 10 minutes, you can enjoy the whole grain, nutty taste of Minute Instant Brown Rice. It's a healthy, all-natural bran source and makes a hearty meal worth coming home to.
Just look what Minute is cooking up for dinner tonight.
Come on, Raisin Bran is Raisin Bran. What's this? Total Raisin Bran, huh? Big crisp flakes, lots of raisins. This is amazing. Total Raisin Bran has 100% of lots of vitamins and minerals. And Kellogg's has only one. I'm surprised.
Total Raisin Bran. The Raisin Bran with the total difference.
I just assumed they were all the same, but they're not.
You got kids? You got germs.
Hold it.
You definitely need Liquid Dial. It has a special germ-killing formula other liquid soaps don't. And it's hardly worth getting soap on your hands if you're not killing germs. Liquid Dial. Kill the germs. Keep the kids.